Praise God. Praise fly, praise the stove, praise both. What? I pray you see the way I'm living, that's hope. That's real, nigga. I pray you see the way we living, that's hope. This is hope, nigga. Praise fly, praise God. Praise both. Yes. Praise fly, praise the stove, praise both. Yes. I pray you see me hop about that roll. What? I pray you see me hop out that Maybach. That's damn. Big chains on my neck. That's hope. Come on. Big ass bracelet on my wrist. That's real shit, man. Praise fly, praise I pray y'all see me do it. Praise fly, praise cause that's where I'm going. God willing. Shit, bitch, we been doing this. This ain't new shit, bitch. We been getting damn. They said Slime was talking like this back when he was. Let me go ahead and turn that down right there, baby. That one right there got me right there, Starperson. What's happening? What's going on with you, Starperson? Yo, welcome to another episode of Slipping Ass Nick. No, I'm sorry. Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Mike Russian, the Mike Russian Show. Me, Mike Russian, and my counterpart here, Chris Starperson, ladies and gentlemen. It's another week. This is a special week. You know, this was my my birthday weekend. 45, it is my birthday. 45. Yeah, thanks a lot. Telling the people. Okay, so I just made 45. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. You know, so it's a blessing to be here another year. Pray the Most High get many more. You know what I mean? Got a lot more to accomplish, a lot more to do. And you know what I'm saying? I thought to myself, I was like, cool, you know, we just gonna keep it real nice and chill. And I'm a play a song like, you know, I try to intro the show with something that like is inspiring or that's dope or something like that. And right now, Stove, you know, Stove God Cooks from Griselda Click, he got me. You know, Benny, shout out to Benny, shout out to Conway, Westside Gun, all of y'all doing y'all thing right now. Stove is a monster, you know what I'm saying? 38 Special. I mean, y'all got a lot of nice cats on y'all roster, so you know what I'm saying. So, but that song, I love how y'all just keep that beautiful soul music in it. You know what I'm saying? So, what we got popping this weekend? What we doing? How was your week, Stofferson?
It was great. Work, and then we spent the rest of the week celebrating your birthday.
Mm, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, we've been doing a couple of things, running through some stores, having some fun. Like I said, it's a blessing to be here another year. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm glad that y'all back here another weekend to chill out with us on a nice, crisp, beautiful, warm Saturday night. You feel me? And you know, we finna get right into it. So, what we talking about? What we talking about this
Well,
weekend?
what I was hoping today, I wanted to interview you. I wanted to let the people know more about you.
Oh shit.
Can we
Okay.
do that?
Okay. All right. 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 That's dope. That's dope. I mean, okay. Let's do it. Let's do. Okay. You know what? It's been a minute. It's been a minute, Mr. T. You know. It's been a minute. You feel me? Like I've been letting everybody else do what they, you know, had to do. We've been interviewing the brothers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jay Boogie, brother V. You know, they came down and you know chilled out with us for a few days. Brother Jay just celebrated a birthday. I just celebrated a birthday, and then now it's Brother V's turn, you know, May 21st. We're going to get into it, get active like we always do. Y'all already know. Um, but yeah, that's dope. Wow. Okay. You got some stuff. You got some questions for me? Come on.
I do.
Come
So
on. Come on. Do your worst, Stofferson.
never, never.
You see what my shirt say? Yup, yes. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. I'm
First,
excited.
so
I love Q&A. Anybody that know me know that. Let's get it.
so first, tell the people your name. Tell them all about you first.
Okay, well, I am Mike Russian. You understand me? Um, it is a long time coming. I'll say that just to say that. I don't know why I wanted. I just wanted y'all to know that. But
Where
what do you want them to know?
Where are you from?
I'm from the land. I'm from Chicago, West Side of Chicago, Joe. All day, y'all already know what it is. Chicago, stand the fuck up. You know how we do it. West Side, K Town, all around L Town. You feel me? Chicago Ave, Lake Street, North. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm from the land, Joe.
Okay, okay. Okay, so you said West Side. All
Yeah,
right. So
yeah. I'm
what's
from
the
the west side of
difference? West,
Chicago.
north, south,
Okay, so you
east.
know, so dig it. So you got like you got the west side of Chicago, you got the south side of Chicago, you know, and then you got downtown, and then you got the suburbs. You dig? So like you either in the land, it's like you either from the south side or you from the west side. You feel me? Or you from uptown. You can be from up north. You could be from the pole. You feel me? We call it the North Pole. You feel me? Because it's way up there.
So the West you feel is the best.
I mean, the West is the best, Joe. I mean, you know what I'm
Ugh.
saying? The West is the best. But no, I love Chicago. Chicago is home to me. You know what I mean? It's always been home. I was born and raised there. I was born in Cook County Hospital, 1980. You know what I'm saying? Old nigga, but it's all Gucci. I wear it well, if I do say so myself. But yeah, to a humble young couple, Tony and Ricky Neal Sr. You feel me?
What was that like?
What was
The
that?
West Side.
Um, in the beginning, when I was a kid, it was cool because I mean, we grew up like all of our cousins, our first cousins. Like my dad was real close to his brothers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was real cool for us to kind of grow up all together. You know what I mean? But the thing is, it was predominantly girls, so my sister benefited from it more than I did. Um, and then the youngest ones was the boys, like Lil Ronnie. Those he was or Timothy, Big Kato, Big Trey. So shout out to him. They're my first cousins and my Uncle Ed. Shout out to Uncle Ed. Shout out to the King. Rest in power. His daughters, and then their brother, their baby brother. So it was like I was the boy amongst many, many girls. Does that make
Okay, I
sense?
get what you're saying. So, but you have another brother too, though.
Yeah, my brother, Caleb. Caleb was born in '85, so it was a substantial difference between us as far as age goes. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, we were still close, and we still thicker than thieves to this day. I love you, bro. It's like wherever I went, he went. You know what I'm saying? Or if I was out, he wanted to go with me and kick it with me, and you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh, well, but we spent a lot of time together. But my little brother was also a loner. Like he taught himself how to do all kinds of shit. You know, so he taught himself to skate. He taught himself to ride a bike himself. You know what I'm saying? He was very self motivated. I think that has something to do with the age differential. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was all good, no, nonetheless.
And your sister, were you close to her?
Hell yeah, that's my twin soul right there. That's Mina. So so you saying okay? So my mom, right? Let's just start from the beginning. My mom had three children, um, me, my sister Mina, and my brother Caleb. Okay, my sister and me are Irish twins, so we damn near the same age. You feel me? She has a birthday on the 28th coming up, and she'll be 44. But like we miss each other by about 6 months. I think that's the qualifying thing for Irish twins. I
I'm
think
not
that's
sure.
what
I
that
want
is.
to look
Yeah, I
it up.
think that's what it is. So that's what my mom always told us. But I tell you this, I feel her in my spirit to this day. So it's like when I feel weak or when I feel like yeah, I don't know, life is hard as a bitch. Like my sister, I can hug my sister, put my arms around my sister, and the energy I get from her just keep me going. You dig? So
Right.
yeah, I dig that. I love my siblings. I love being around my siblings. Shout out to Mina and KG. I love y'all. You dig? Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's so nice.
Yeah.
And so, where else have you lived?
I've lived in New York City. I mean, if you're talking about in Chicago, let's start there. I've lived all over the shop. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember I was watching a movie and Cameron they was like, "Where you from?" He was like, "Man, I'm from uptown, downtown." You know what I'm saying? Switzerland. You know what I mean? He was just talking about being from everywhere in New York. So when it comes, I'm from everywhere. You dig? The only place I would not say I'm from is the South Side,
Oh,
but
why?
because I'm not from the South Side. Like I'm from the West Side. Like Jay Boogie, he from the South Side. V spends a substantial amount of time on the South Side, so you could say V got that South Side thing. But me, I'm from out West, Joe. Just I'm just from out West. That's what it is. I mean, anybody from out West gonna understand. Shout out to my West Siders. You know what I'm saying? We ride, so they know what it is. When you hear somebody like, "Where you from?" "I'm from out West," you just know it. You know what I'm saying? So
I get that. Like, I've been, but I can't really tell the difference. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's like you from New York, so it's like when you see Chicago, you see things that remind you of New York.
right,
You know what I'm saying? And you'd be like, "Oh man, this look like Brooklyn. This look like so and so." But me, you know what I'm saying? It's Chicago. It's. I mean,
right. Okay.
it'd be a big smile on my face when I talk about the land. You know what I'm saying? When you from the land, you just from the land. It's a different place altogether on the planet. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So,
Yeah.
from Chicago, then to where?
Okay, so man, so when we were shorties, I mean, just to kind of make it, not too long winded. We was kids. We moved around a lot. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So it was like we'd be in one place for a year and the next place for another year and then move to the next place. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we went. I went to a lot of grammar school. We went to a lot of grammar schools. You know what I'm saying? We went to we transitioned a lot. We moved around a lot. That's the best way. I don't know how else to put that.
Okay,
You might have
that's
caught me in one of those clusters where I'm like, okay, how can I put this? Yeah, we moved around a lot.
and then out of Chicago, then then you
um,
left the whole entire
so we left
state.
Chicago, and next thing you know, we ended up in Virginia and Manassas, Virginia in '06. You dig? I had to lead a whole fam. You know what I mean? But it was all Gucci. My mother always wanted the best for her children, regardless, no matter what. No matter what. My mother
Still
always
does.
wanted and still does to this day. Just wants the best for her kids. So there was nothing that she wasn't willing to do to make sure that she had that, you know what I mean, that she took care of her boys, that she took care of her daughter, you know what I mean?
So
So yeah, I love you, Mom.
when did you go to New York?
I was 18 years old. My sister called me a gypsy. She'd be like, you like to move around a lot and stuff like that. And I do. I like to, and I think it's because of how we grew up, you know what I'm saying, that it's like so easy for me to just pick up and go to another place. But I always was fascinated by New York. Just because people would say how big the city was and stuff like that. So I was just like, let me go to New York and see what's happening. You know what I'm saying? And
What did you do there? Like,
I mean, my aunt lived there at the time.
oh, okay. Mm,
Shout out to Oyen, rest in power, Queen. She was a dancer. She went to Alvin Ailey,
nice.
and yeah, she was doing her thing. Plus, she was a masseuse, a professional masseuse.
Wow.
So she had some of the best hands in the business, real talk. And she was beautiful. She was 6'3". She was a queen. She was an Amazon. She was gorgeous. And she was just like, whenever I go to New York, I'm gonna make sure I send for you. And she sent for me. And that's where I was.
So, I have a little bit more information than the general public.
Oh shit.
So I
Okay.
want no, but I want you to,
Okay.
I
All
want you
right.
to go back. I want you to tell the people more about your music, more about how you got into that, more about your
Wow. Okay.
motivation.
Yeah, that's what for sure, for sure. Um, I always had a thing for the light. I always had a thing for the stage. I don't know what it was. I mean, when I in '92, I was, and I'm gonna tell this for real. I mean, the truth got to be told. The first song that got a nigga when it came to music was "Straight Up Now Tell Me" by Paula Abdul, 1989. 89. You understand me? That shit it was amazing, and that was one of the best, you know what I'm saying, songs to me. I don't know what it was about it. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, with the videos.
You know what I'm saying? And then the video, you know what I'm saying, they're giving you a visual with. I'm a kid, and I just thought the song was energetic. You know what I'm saying? And then from there it was like '92 was the next time I really started paying attention to music. But I was surrounded by it. My mother played music. My dad was a DJ. Like I was surrounded by music my entire life.
Right. But but then you didn't become a DJ, you became this superstar.
Some would say, you know what I'm saying, depending on what pairs of shoes I have on that day. I can be a monster when it comes to this music. Please understand that. True MC link up. I mean that. Shout out. Um, I just had a thing with words and 4 words. So words was important to me. And, my grandmother would always say, speak with good diction, honey. Act like she always, pronunciated so well and she spoke so well. So it was important for me to adopt that, you know what I'm saying, and learn that. And then the words just came with it.
So like the storytelling.
Yeah, it was like, I have a thing for, like, I had to have an outlet for that. You know what I'm saying? I had to have a way to get the music out. I mean, the thoughts out of my head. And music gave me a way to do it in such a beautiful melodic fashion, because I always loved music, that it just made sense. Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I just love putting the words to the beat. And it's like, that's why that song by Paula Abdul got me, because it was like how the beat sounded. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It was real upbeat. It was an up tempo song, I'm 9 years old. You know what I'm
That's the one
saying?
that she had the cartoon in.
Nah, that was opposites attract, I think. Shout out to knowing that. You understand me? But yeah, that's called opposites attract. But no, she had a song called Straight Up. You ain't never heard that?
I've heard them.
Straight
There,
up now, tell me if you really want to love
I've
me
heard it.
forever. You act like you didn't know the damn song. I'm
All
trying to
right,
put it on.
so
Okay, so yeah, that song right there was the bomb to me when I was 9 years old. Goddamn it. Okay,
but you
boom.
didn't become like a pop star. I'm saying, okay, so what?
I was more interested in the technique of writing, is what I'm saying. It was about what songs and like how those songs became popular. What was the chemistry that made those songs so special? What was the
All right,
recipe? So for me, it was more about the writing than it was ever about just staying in one particular genre. You know what I'm saying? Like rap is something that I do. You know what I mean? This hip hop is definitely, as KRS One says, something I live. You know what I'm saying? I'm a true B boy. Like I grew up B boy. My sister, true B girl. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop all day long. We did all of that from the poetry sessions to the ciphers. Like I was in the streets in circles of niggas rhyming and battling and anywhere in the city. You know what I'm saying? And Squad was there. That's what that was. So I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the craft. You know what I'm saying? It was beautiful to me.
who influenced that? The rap part.
Okay, so shit, 92. First song I heard that really did it for me was Vanilla Ice.
No,
I'm serious,
no.
Mr. T. I mean, I gotta tell you the truth. The first song that did it for me was Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. When I heard that doom 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 doom,
So
I
it
was
wasn't him. It was the music.
no, hell no. Let me let
Well,
the
what you
record
said
show.
was,
The 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 lyrics was trash, my nigga. But I mean, all right, stop. Get your goofy ass. I mean, like, that shit was trash. You feel me? But it was the melody, it was the beat, and just it's 92. Like, wasn't a lot of niggas that was really being lyrical and shit like that. You feel me? So it was like he really, I don't know, he kind of just personified a clean rap sound and style for me when I was 12. And I just liked it.
all
I
right.
just
So
liked it a
then,
lot. But it didn't stop there. Don't get that.
but
It didn't
say,
stop there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then it went from my pops was playing Too Short and shit like that. And I'm just like, oh shit, NWA. And I'm like, oh shit, what is this? You know what I'm saying? And then it went to Naughty by Nature. And I'm like, oh shit. And my mom was like, hell no. She like, you ain't gonna be listening to this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You are not gonna be like, my mama wasn't having it. I used to sneak and listen to that shit.
wait, she was okay with NWA and she
That was
wasn't.
my pops listening to it. What's she
Oh
gonna
well,
say to the
yeah.
old man? Like, you know what I'm saying? That was her husband. So it was like he's vibing, they vibing, but it's so funny. My mother and she's watching my. You gonna laugh when you see this, when you hear this one. It was in Chicago. We got house music. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? They know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that footwork, all that shit is real, right? It's a real thing in Chicago. It's a real culture. And it was a song called "I Beat That Bitch with a Bat." Right? I beat that bitch with a bat. I beat that bitch with a bat. Hey, that shit was hard, right? And it being a mix of other house music, other juking music, as we called it. And my mama then was like, "No, hell no, y'all ain't gonna be listening. I beat that bitch with a. I beat the what? I ain't." So she took the music. She took it, right? And then my
Yeah.
mother will tell the story like now she'll tell us, but they took it in their room and turned that shit on. It was like, I beat that. So good music is good fucking music. You know what I'm saying? And the tempo changes everything. It determines emotion. It determines, you know, it increases like inspiration on where we going next with the track. Like I just
That's
love it's a puzzle to me,
that's just so crazy.
and I just love that about it. The puzzle of it all.
No, okay. So
Yeah.
then, how would you say way back then compared to where you're in your mid 40s now? Let's go
You
there.
know what? You're gonna keep on telling everybody about
Wait.
my
Listen, listen.
okay.
So you said 18. So about 18
Mm-hmm.
till 25, 30.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
just saying, like your music hasn't. How would you say it evolved? How would you say? Because you're talking about one kind of music, but you haven't told me people that influenced you later. You mentioned 12. You
Okay,
mentioned
so that was
15.
at that time. So then from there, I was just like I was in love with music. So I started doing shows and stuff.
Hmm.
I started performing. I started, doing shows at school. I built a relationship with the principal. And I was like, I need a better sound system. You know what I'm saying? I need better microphones. Shout out to Mr. Rez. I heard he passed. Rest in power, King. He was a good man. He made sure that, I had the equipment that I asked for. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I think I was the first 12-year-old to be using a cordless microphone with a smoke machine. So, it was dope as hell. It was dope as hell. So I was doing shows at school and I started doing showcases. Like then I'm like, my sister, Mina, come and do your part. And my dog from out west, Maurice, come do your part. My cousins, come on and y'all do y'all thing. So we would put on showcases for the school when they ain't even have that a part of the program.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was dope.
So
It was dope.
you were a teenager then, but as you got
I
older,
was
you
like
were.
12 years old.
Oh,
I
okay.
did. Okay, let's put it like this. I'm gonna put a stamp on it. So by the time I started performing music, and I was like, oh shit, I want to do this shit, right? The song that did it for me was Rump Shaker by Rest in Effect. You hear me? Like that was the one that did it. That was all I want to do is some in my ball. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, what?
I'm just
That
listening.
was my shit. That was my shit. That Rump Shaker song was the truth. Not to mention the fact it kind of started to expose sexuality, like black young sexuality in music, other than like Two Live Crew and shit like that,
No,
which we definitely were forbidden to watch and listen to at all costs. God damn it! And now I know why. But my pops was digging the shit, I'm sure.
tell
But
me.
go ahead.
No, you were telling me about your pursuit, your pursuit to becoming.
See, you keep calling me a superstar. I
Okay,
appreciate
I'm
it though.
sorry.
I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the
So you're
accolade.
there, but did you get a lot of support? In
Yes. Oh Lord, man. Let me tell you something. Shout out to my mother once again, Tony Lynn. I would come in the house like at this point, like 14 years old. I'm recording music. I started now. I'm wanting to record. You know what I'm saying? So I started recording on reel to reel. So that'll tell you how long ago. Yeah, I was recording on reel to reel, like the late greats did, and I'm grateful for the process because it is a process. But my mother would she be asleep. She had to be at work 6, 5 in the morning, whatever. And she would wake up and listen to my music. I'd be so excited. I'd be geeked. I'd be like, Mom, look, check this out, Mom. And she'd get up and all right, let me listen. And she'd give it a minute. Like she'd give it her energy and she didn't even have it. So God bless. I thank you for that, Mom. That was so inspiring to me. Like it changed me as a man and it made me want to do better and better because you saw the greatness in me, and I'm grateful for that. So thank you, Mom, for those sleepless nights that you gave, you sacrificed for me. I appreciate you, amongst the rest of your children, of course. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was
It's a
listening.
lot of these are shout outs. Like I gotta do, if I'm gonna be interviewed, it's like I'm talking to you, but like I'm talking to the people that
Definitely.
I'm
No,
talking
I'm.
because this is history you asking me for. So
I'm
go ahead.
just
I got
listening.
more. I got more. What else you got for me, Starferson?
So you told me
Give me
about
that.
support in your house. Okay, so you left. Now you're on your way to becoming this rap star. My bad. And then but out there, how hard is it for the general public to decide? Okay, I want to be a rap artist. What about people helping you? What about people? You mentioned your people, Aaron. You mentioned a couple of other people. I'm sorry, I don't remember
Yeah,
all their
no, no,
names.
no, 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 no. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to one of the bosses, Aaron Well Done. That man did his thing. Mr. Weldon, I see you, sir. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, my bro, you know what I mean? My big brother, Sabotage, DJ Sabotage out of Detroit, one of the coldest producers you've ever heard. Trust me on this one. Look my man up, Sabo 313. That dude is nice. You understand what I'm saying? Nice, nice, nice. And he actually lived in Chicago. I didn't know him. I met him through a friend or somebody, mutual associate. I won't call him a friend, but a mutual associate. He took me over his house. I was 16 at this point. And I came over there and was like, "What's up, man?" He coincidentally lived on the other side of the boulevard from me. And I just sat on his couch and he was like, "That's the reason he started fucking with me." Because he was like, dude just came in like a regular person. You know what I'm saying? And just sounded, he wasn't all goofy and acting all, you know what I mean? So from that point on, we built a relationship and he was one of the nicest DJs slash producers, Mr. T, the lights. God damn it. So, he would see. Thank you, sir. So yeah. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Bro. I see you, King. That dude, you know, he really held it down for me, you know, in the beginning parts of my career and helped me develop and hone in, you know, my skills and make them better and better as a lyricist, as a writer,
Okay.
and as a performer and as a recorder. Because he started recording me too.
Nice. And you were
Oh
16?
shit! You know what I just thought about? I was like, why is my
Ah,
hands? You know what? I'm sorry, ladies and
commercial.
gentlemen. I am a little bit dry, but thanks to Q Shay, we wiped that issue right on out. Q Shay, and I got the whole gentleman line. I only wear the gentleman's line. I don't wear the line for ladies because you know that's for ladies and sisters. So what I'm saying to you is this: Q Shay me in line. This is him. You need to have that. And if you don't, get the other one, steel and new. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Q Shay, my nigga, get you some, you bitches. All right, anyway, go ahead. Look at me.
Hell
You
of a
understand that?
commercial.
Let's do it.
Listen.
All right.
So,
Sorry.
yeah,
I'm geeked.
tell
I'm
me.
geeked. I feel good. It's my birthday weekend. Y'all fuck with me. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Wait,
yes.
listen.
Okay, sorry.
You have a song. And it's like, tell me about that. When you came in and your mama
See,
sang
what you
you.
trying to get some of my oil? You was too, wasn't you? Just get off of me. You was trying to get
This
some
is
of
so
my
damn
oil.
special. Listen.
It is so special. Woo! All
Song.
right.
Song. Your mother telling you to put the gun up. Tell me about that.
Oh, Jesus. Whoa.
Tell me about what
Oh,
was going
oh,
on during
shit.
that time. Tell me about the song. What led up to that whole situation?
Okay. Wow. I love it. I love it. Fuck it. Let's keep it all the way gangster then. Yeah. So on top of, you know, just being a regular citizen, I was also in the streets a little bit. You understand me? I was riding around doing my thug thizzle as a young man. So, you know, I was always I don't know, the hood or I don't know, like just always aggressive person in my group, in my squad, you dig? So I was always ready for some shit or whatever. So at this time, and I was really angry. I was angry because my dad wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the truth. Like my father wasn't in the house at this time. And I saw the pain in my mother's eyes. I saw the things that she was going through, you know, while not having her, you know what I mean? Her significant other, her husband, her man, her, you know, her the head of the household wasn't there. So it was kind of hard for me because I'm now thinking, okay, I don't want my mama to be struggling. I don't want my mama to be out here, you know. So you know, I did what I had to do. You feel me? And yeah, so one night we was playing ball, me and my nigga from out west. This is the part where the names don't click in. So y'all just say what y'all say, do what you do. But this is what I'm gonna say. One of my niggas from out west came over. He was in the land with me on our side in the bully. We was playing ball, and these lames came and pulled up. The lights went out on the court. We whooped their ass. You feel what I'm saying? We was whooping their ass in the dark. My nigga was crossing them, dunking on niggas. He wasn't even tall enough to dunk. Shout out to him. You feel me? And then um, these cats, you know, they went on their merry way that day. The next day, it was a blackout on the street. We outside. We out there with the chicks, like we should be on a hot summer night, and the lights is out. You feel me? And these cats come up the block on some, you know what I mean? And they had 2x4s and flashlights. As V, he was there, and flashlights, and you know what I'm saying. I am my father's son. See how I put my head up when I say I'm my father's son. I am. I play nice on TV. That's all I'm gonna say. That being said, they came up trying to get at me. My man swinging 2x4s and whatnot, trying to get me in the dark, and the man flashing the light in my face. Hatred. It was hatred, pure hatred, right? Pure hatred.
What did you do?
Uh, I tagged him a couple of times, like you know what I'm saying, because he started swinging on me. So I blocked the 2x4. I told my man, I guess this is covered by the statute of limitations at this point. I told my man to put the 2x4 down, let him see his man get dealt with. I mean, put the light down, so because he flashing in my face trying to distract me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was tagging his man, like the one that came to get at me, and My mom came downstairs because everybody was outside. So my mother came downstairs and pushed this. I ain't never seen my mama. My mama swolled up. Like, you ever seen your mama swolled up? Like, she swolled up and was like, I'm not gonna let you hurt my son. Push this nigga up against the gate. This nigga grabbed my mama and pushed her. Then my pops grabbed that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, I'm standing there. I said, oh, hell no. And I ran up the stairs. I ran up the stairs because I was done with all that talking shit.
Oh.
I ran up the stairs. You know what I'm saying? I went to the spot, grabbed, you know what I mean? I turned around. My mama was standing right there.
She knew exactly where you were going.
And, you know, this is a lesson for all you YNs out there, because you can get this mad at your woman, you can get this mad at your wife, you can get this mad at your children. You got to learn how to control that shit, right? Because it wasn't nobody really there telling me that at the point, up until this point, to my mama, you know what I mean? But my mama, she was like, give it to me. And I said, and she was like, don't, you know how mama do. Like, y'all can see that. She don't. And I said, you know what I'm saying? I handed, and then she took me and threw me in a cold shower with my clothes on and told me, you can get this angry at your wife. You can get this angry at your friends. You can get this angry at your children. You have to learn how to control that shit, my son. I live by that shit.
That's beautiful.
Because I know me. And that's why, you know, a couple tattoos, you know, they speak for themselves. I got on one knee, it says dangerous. And then on the other knee, it says righteous. You choose which individual you want to deal with.
And then 500.
So thanks for asking that interest. That's a yeah, you know a little bit. You like that white dude that come up and be talking to the celebrities. They be like, God damn, how'd you know that? All right, let's do it. What else you got for me?
All right, so now you have to go back. Well, we went all the way back there. Let's bring you back in.
Woo. That was one. No, I'm just playing.
So now you're
there was a few of them shits.
Superstar in Atlanta, and you've got this podcast. How do we get here?
Go ahead.
Sorry, like what are you trying to get to the people? What are you trying to this interview is perfect, bringing them to you, but
for sure.
What are you trying to bring to them?
Listen, I want y'all to have somewhere to come. I want y'all to have somewhere to be on a Saturday night where y'all can enjoy yourselves and feel comfortable, feel at home, feel like y'all can relate. You know what I'm saying? We're going to tell a lot of stories here about like this type of shit. Like, this is me telling y'all pieces of my life, giving y'all pieces of me. I want y'all to feel like y'all can come here and do the same thing. It ain't a lot of places like that anymore. And I remember in particular, there was a dude by the name of Kevin Samuels, shout out King, you know what I'm saying, rest in power King, who was in his time one of the most highly anticipated podcasters in the game. And I mean, he took over COVID, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really made a stamp, put his stamp in the game of podcasting, you know what I'm saying? And I was blown away. It wasn't just because of, you know, everybody like, oh, well, he was dogging females and all this. He was dogging niggas too. Let the record show. Kevin Samuels wasn't just giving it to females. He was giving it to these lame ass niggas too, period. You feel me? And that's from regular niggas to celebrity motherfuckers. He was giving people the business. And he just happened to have the knowledge and education and words to back up his argument. You know what I'm saying? And I admire that. So for me, it's like it's not a lot of niggas who can cover that ground. You feel me? It's not a lot of niggas who can stand in that lane, but I happen to be one of them niggas that can stand in that lane, stand on my own 2 feet as a king, the king that I know that I am, you understand me, and say what I gotta say to the world, you know what I'm saying, to a man, to a woman, you know what I'm saying, to a YN, you feel me, and let it be what it's gonna be, or to a YB, you feel me, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So I think that it's important for us to just have somewhere where we can commune and, you know, and communicate. Like, it's good to do that. You know, the Lord always say, you know, it's important to make a holy convocation, which means to gather. and to be together and to worship the Lord. That's what that means. I feel like at the same time we can have the same type of gathering where we can sit down and figure out how to heal each other. You know what I'm saying? Figure out how to communicate better, because see, that's a lost art these days. Motherfuckers ain't talking no more.
Sounds like I have a lot more to say. Is that plan for you to
Did you just
release?
cut me off, Starferson? You just She said, "Well, you know what? That's enough about that. So be it." Okay, what else do you want to say? Get to it, you son of a bitch! Like, what's up? What's up? Talk to me. What else you want me to say? What else you want to know? I'm surprised at you, Starferson. You're doing an amazing job. Get okay. High five. Do your thing. Ow. All right, come on with it. What you
you,
got for me?
you mentioned being able to say things to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's what's missing? Something.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But,
Yes.
but
Yeah. Hell yeah.
so
Absolutely.
my first thought
Fucking
is that
yes.
does that mean that you'll be um, not only re-releasing the messages you had may not have gotten to, but you got a voice. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Now we can hear you,
So,
Starferson.
like, what I was trying to say is, you said that that's what's missing.
Mm-hmm.
So, does that sound like you have more things to say to the public? You're going to be re-releasing the music that you put out way before, and then like
See this
starting new.
conversation about this music. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. Yeah, we got some shit sizzling. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just put it out there. It is a video being shot. How about
Sure.
that? There is a visual to the lyrical art, to the musical art that some people out there happen to enjoy. And I think what it'll do is please y'all and also introduce another side of me to everybody else. Yeah.
Fair enough. Just
Is that good? You like that?
that's kind of not what I was saying, but
What were you saying, Starfus? You just pushing codes and shit. What you talking? Talk to me. What did you saying? I'm listening. Come on.
no, I'm saying you're saying that that's what's missing. So it's like, well, you just going to be bringing that message out, like your feelings, your thoughts, your expressions.
Well, see, that's the thing. It ain't just about me. I mean, I want to hear from my people. I want to hear what they saying. Like, I want to know what people going through. I want somebody to call me and say, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? This what we going through tonight, Mike." Or this where we at. And I'm gonna be like, "Yo, blow your horn so we know you out there, you bitches. Let me get her your bitch." And then they say, "Your bitch." You understand me? Like, that's what we on. We wanna build a community. That's what I'm on. Building a community for people to come and be comfortable in the cathedral church.
Okay, so you have music, you have your podcast, you got some good smoke. What are you smoking on?
Oh shit. I love it. I love it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We keep Flavor Country on deck. Amen. Church. Know that. You bitches. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm gonna tell y'all, my favorite strand out there is Kush. Like I love Kush. Anything in the Kush family is dope with me. You feel me? So right now I'm fucking with a little Wiz Khalifa Kush.
How does no comment.
I mean, it's Wiz Khalifa Kush. What you want me to say?
So how does cannabis affect your creativity in your music, in this podcast?
Um, okay, so let me say this to you. It's medicine for me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't look at it from a recreational. I enjoy it because it's a calming agent and what have you, but it really keep me from fucking some of y'all lame ass niggas up out here. Period. You understand that? And I mean that. It keeps me from, you know, just losing it when somebody say some stupid ass shit to me. Like it's medicine. It keeps me calm. Yeah.
Well, that's good. And it's like now that it's starting to become recognized that that's what helps
Oh
out.
yeah.
It's
See,
like
let's talk about
medically
it.
it helps in seizures
Oh,
and arthritis
come
and
on.
everything like that and glaucoma
Mm. Yeah, I got glasses on, you bitches. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
and and
I know this number.
psychosis.
And oh yeah.
Well, like all the medical patients, all the psych patients, you'll see them smoke,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like
Yeah.
they're not actually allowed. But in Chicago, it's legal.
Yes.
Not legal here. It's legal
No.
in New York too.
Yes.
So, what are your rituals? You wake up in the morning
Damn.
and
Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all like this. It was said by Prodigy, and I love it. I love it. I love the way that it sounds. You know what I'm saying? Prodigy said, I eat broccoli for breakfast and smoke my trees. Turn on the flat screen, the C-SPAN, city elite strength, attorney general slowly getting bills passed. Prophecies coming to pass. We got to survive this shit done. It's nothing to laugh at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, it gets you right for the next, the day. You know what I mean? You wake up, you hit some piff, you ready for your day.
Are there any specific albums, moments, or experiences you feel like we really helped unlock your creativity or brought a
Oh,
new dimension to your work?
okay. So my favorite artist, and I pray to the Most High that, you know what I'm saying, he really, really brings this to, where I meet this person. My favorite artist on the planet, and it's just an artist, not just a rapper, but my favorite artist is Jamiroquai. I love Jamiroquai. I fuck with him heavy. Like Jamiri, like JK, man. Listen, JK, look here, bloody hell, man. Let me get tickets to the UK. I would love to meet you, mate. I'd love to meet you.
For his tour.
Yeah, I fuck with him. I fuck with him heavy. I love everything that he's done from Space Cowboy, all the Rock Dust, Light Star. I mean, he got some amazing music. It's very inspirational. It's encouraging. It ain't, he speaks love in his music. You know what I mean? He ain't talking about killing nobody, hurting nobody. And I promise you, when I was younger, I found Jamiroquai. I actually stole the tape from my aunt. that I went to. I stole the tape from her, right? Because I just heard Space Cowboy and fell in love with it, and and I've been rocking with him ever since. So he's been a heavy part of my life. You know what I mean? And Stevie Wonder. I love Stevie because he can't see shit. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. He can't see shit.
Okay, but we're so
No,
just
but dig it. The nigga can't see nothing, but listen to the music that comes out of his heart, man. God damn. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
he can't see a fucking thing.
Why? Some ass. Okay.
That nigga was like, this nigga, wow. That nigga sitting there, oh.
No. That's blasphemy.
Damn.
Blasphemy.
Well, shit. Shout out to Stevie. I fuck with you, King. I mean, you got some of you. You changed my life. You know what I'm saying? You kept me from fucking up a lot of these niggas out here. I'm being honest with you. I'm a werewolf, man. I mean, honestly, you see wolves all over my body. Huh? No, I'm just being honest, man. You know what I'm saying? It keeps me calm. I like things that keep me calm. Yeah.
Okay, so I have
So,
two directions, but
okay.
first I want to ask,
Okay.
like, what keeps you inspired? Because I have another
Okay.
direction.
No.
When you started talking about something else, I wonder.
I understand. I understand. Honestly, what keeps me inspired right now is my son and watching him have all the things that I didn't have. Getting closer to the Most High. That's like my mission out here. You feel me? Like learning. I say these days, I want to learn the Bible like I know hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to know the word, like where I can speak it, like I can just jump into anybody's verse. I want to be able to do that with the Bible. So
You started that?
yeah. Oh yeah. And I got verses tattooed all over my body. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely something that's important to me for sure. But yeah, my son, man, that youngin' right there, he take all my damn money. But it's a pleasure. Shout out Trey. I love you, man. I love you.
Okay, so
Okay.
this is far
Are
left.
you painting the sky out there, bitch? She said, I just want to wax on, wax on. All right, come on.
Don't make fun of me, please.
I'm actually enjoying
Tell
this
me
office, and it's pretty dope. Go
Tell
ahead.
me about, like, you've covered music, you've covered history of your family.
You've been doing some research,
Tell me
goddamn.
about women. Tell me about your love for women, your love for relations. You've already told me earlier how you just always wanted to be the perfect man to your family, to everyone, your wife, your ex-wife. But tell me more, because you want to do all that under God.
Yeah.
But tell me about polyamory.
Ooh, shit, Starferson.
No, I get
What
it.
you want to know about polyamory?
Like,
I got it. I got it tatted on my ring finger.
but that's later.
I
Tell
got
me
it
about
on my car.
This is all later.
I got it.
Tell me
Okay.
about your journey. Tell me.
Well, I mean, you know
before the
what?
tattoos,
Honestly,
before the.
okay, I can do that. That ain't what you said, Starferson. Anyway,
I'm gonna need you to adjust.
Okay, so honestly, it's been a thing. It's been a thing my whole life. Honestly, you know what I'm saying. Like my brother Jay always say, you know, we can't act like 2636 didn't happen, and that just means that, you know what I'm saying. Girls is always I've always 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 my whole life, and if I tell you, you know what? Fuck it. It started with my mama.
Oh.
It did. My mama would, you know, my mama would do. My mama would be like, go down there to KFC and tell that girl to give you a couple extra pieces of chicken, baby. And I do it. And it worked. I mean, I don't know. I prefer the company of women. I think that they are black women. Let me get it twisted. Not to knock any other cultures, because I love my, you know what I mean? I love the lot, you know what I mean? I love that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't do the pink. I can't do the pink, booty. I'm sorry. I can't do the pink. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, little razzle dazzle. Can't do it. I think you're cool, white girls, but I just can't fuck with you. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. But anyway, I love my black women, and I just love y'all attitude. I love y'all personality. I love y'all style. But I love mostly when y'all love me. So the experiences that I've had with women throughout my life has just built a bond between me and them that is unbreakable.
But that didn't answer the question.
I thought
That
it
told
did.
me about your sexuality.
You
That
said the
told me.
love, my love for women, right? Now you want to know like how the
No, I said,
polyamory came along?
yeah.
So I said, fuck it, right? You know what I'm saying? Instead of sitting up here going through the changes of you got one woman here, one woman there, you know, be honest. That's macking, baby. Be honest and just be direct. Listen, I'm poly. I prefer the company of women. I prefer the company of multiple women. And that's what it is. Be honest. And I was honest with every woman in my life up to this point. Not to say up to this point I wasn't, but I'm just saying like, I didn't do that. Like, no, it's over with, bitches. No, no,
like,
no, no, no. Exactly. Wait a minute. I thought no, ain't like that. But up and you know, up to this point, I've been honest, and I think honesty is the most successful way to have a woman in your life. You know what I mean? Because you give her the opportunity to make up her own mind. Polyamory don't work for everybody. It's not supposed to. It works for the faithful few. You know what I'm saying? And the rightful few. And I've, you know, been able to be successful in this lane because I've been honest, and it's allowed me to love my queens. Multiple queens, you know what I'm saying? And I've loved it. I've loved it, and they've loved me back. So did that answer your question?
Um.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
What y'all find?
But was that hard?
I'm sorry.
Was that hard? You were married to
Well,
one woman.
yeah, yeah.
And was that hard knowing this going into that relationship, or did you decide this after the relationship when you got divorced, or
No,
was
I've
it?
always known who I am. My ex-wife knew who I was. It was just miscommunication, I believe. And definitely being young. When you're young, you make hasteful decisions, I believe. You know what I'm saying? You do things hastefully. Not to say that everybody does. Some people can be young and be ready. Like, I mean, shout out Mr. T. Mr. T is a successful married man. He's a happily married man, and he's a young man at that. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not for everybody. And the understanding was that I thought I established with my ex-wife was not accurate. So there was a lot. There was the the truth didn't flow through the relationship well enough to sustain it. Does that make sense?
Right. I
That's
get
why
it.
I haven't had any issues since then.
I get it. That's
Okay.
what.
Okay. Cool.
Not well, not to take away from your love for her and everything
Mm,
like
mm,
that.
mm,
No
mm.
question.
Let me say this. I'm gonna say this out loud. I love my and it sounds so lame because I didn't want to be this, but I'm gonna say it. I love my baby mama. I do. I love her. I always loved her. I will always love her. I will always respect her. I wish her the best. You know what I mean? And if God sees fit for us to ever be back in each other's lives at that capacity, it will be so, you know. But right now, we are where we need to be in our lives. We are successfully, by the grace of God, raising our children or our son because our other children are grown. And yeah, so, you know, it's all good. I want her to be happy. Yeah.
How do you navigate balancing a busy creative career with your relationships, both romantic and professional?
Honestly, I think that they coincide. They go hand in hand. Now they say don't mix business with pleasure, but all of the queens in my life understand my walk. So it's like you you work with a brother. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I work with you. You hold a brother down when you know when the stakes is high. That really show the people that's down with you from the beginning anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you, if you with me shooting in the gym, when I get where I'm going, you right next to me. Believe that. That's the type of dude I am, and ain't nobody that can say different. And if you do, holla at me. Real talk.
So what challenges have you encountered along the way? Like so you would say you've had no problems navigating both. It's like where people your relationships were able to see you through it or
Oh, I think it's time. Time would probably be the most pertinent thing that I could see being an issue. You know, and that's just based off of you want to spend time with somebody that you care about, but at the same time you're pursuing a dream. Yeah, what the fuck was that?
All right, go back to your polyamory stories.
Okay.
What's the most understood? Like people don't know about it. People automatically say, "Oh, that's wrong." And it's like not my man this, my man that, whatever. But you got people like Neo and his two wives. You've got
Two. That
no,
nigga
his
ain't got
three,
two.
four.
That nigga got
He's got
four bitches.
four.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right.
Hmm.
And then you've got Alicia Keys.
Yes. 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 Yes.
So,
But I
so
mean, see, this is when something becomes a fad or when it becomes like a trend, everybody's now talking about it.
mm-hmm,
This has been my life since before time,
mm-hmm.
before the internet, before social media was anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is you would come over my crib when I was a teenager, and there'd be like three girls in my room. One laying across the bed, one chilling up, you know, playing music. Somebody else, you know, yeah. I'm just, it
So
just
no,
is
but
what it
people
is.
don't come to you and say, "Oh no, that's horrible. How could you do that?" Or
I
why
mean,
would you?
people have their opinions. You know what I mean, and people are entitled to it.
How do you handle that?
I don't give a shit.
I mean, if people close to you say it.
I mean, you know what? You got to learn who to say what to, and maturity and experience teaches you that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to hide who you are, but at the same time, you ain't got to expose everything. Everybody don't need to hear everything. Not to mention the fact everybody don't want to hear every fucking thing. So sometimes you really be fucking yourself up in the game, telling people shit they don't even want to know. So once you understand the algorithm, as Mr. T likes to call it, you know, it changes the game. Real shit.
So now what?
What? Now what? What?
So now what with that? Your polyamory venture.
Uh-huh.
You're just set where it is now, and you just move on.
Well, I mean, ultimately, you know, life is going to take you in the direction that it takes you in, you know. If you mean am I currently pursuing a polyamorous relationship? Is that what you mean?
No, I mean, do you see yourself? Because I know you were talking about your love for your wife and your love for everyone and everything like that. So you leave that alone. I'm just saying, like, in your music, do you feel like you'd be able to express that to other people, or
I always have, you know, and all my lyrics, that's always been, you know, something that has been a part of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I never I've never hid who I am from anybody. Once again, I think that's what makes the romantic relationships that I've had in my life as successful as they've been, because I don't have to lie to you about who I am. You know, when you got to start stabbing at, fake, what the kids say, capping. You know what I'm saying? We got to start cap rapping. You know what I'm saying? Well, that shit only lasts a certain amount of time, because eventually that shit, the newness wears off, and it shows what kind of metal you really made of. You feel me? Some niggas is dipped in a rhodium. I give you that shine for a minute, my nigga, but this shit never fade,
So,
baby.
but then that's like that right there
You
is growth.
dig?
That's growth. And it's like for a man to even be able to focus on talking to his woman and keeping everything open. Do you feel the way that men handle the way love and everything is evolving? It's changing, or
I feel like men are beginning to stand up for themselves a little bit more, and I'm grateful like that's starting to happen, because you niggas was getting a little soft out this bitch, and I was really getting angry with that. But I see we unify. Excuse me, hold on. You know, my sister say my lips be chapped sometimes. I don't want that. That's how real I be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. If my lips dry, I'm gonna put some chapstick. And this is Dr. Squatch, you bitches. They gonna fuck with me. This is the original Dr. Squatch. This shit is amazing, you bitches. You need to get you some of this. You don't want your lips dry while you talking. You know what I mean? Get you some Dr. Oh, sorry. Shit, I be on my grind. That's what I really be on. I'll be okay, sorry.
The way men approach love and relationships.
Okay.
How do you feel?
Stop lying to these bitches.
That's a communication part.
That's the whole part. That's everything. Listen, stop lying to these bitches. Stop lying. Y'all bitch ass niggas, stop lying. Once you stop doing that, things will start working out. You might not get the bitch you want because you've been lying to her, but you'll get the bitches you deserve. You understand what I'm saying? So stop lying, punk ass niggas.
All right, we're done.
I'm sorry. I mean, you gonna ask me some shit like that. That's what I'm gonna say. These niggas is lame out here. Y'all lying. Y'all some lying ass niggas. I mean, for real. Stop lying.
All right, we're changing
Niggas be married lying. What you lying for, nigga? You married. Stop fucking lying. Damn. What Martin say? I got married, so I had to lie no more. Real shit. Stop fucking lying. Okay, sorry.
Back to music. What do you hope your legacy in music and podcasting will be?
Oh man, that I always spoke the truth. I always spoke God into the light. Like you knew God walked with me. And that I told my son a long bedtime story. You understand? Because I mean, as he's listening, the music will never die. So he could listen to my music anytime he wants to and get gems out of it.
That's what you're gonna leave behind for him.
Yeah, this is, I mean, you know what, man? Let me put it like this. I love everybody, but fuck y'all niggas. The only people I'm worried about is like the fam. Like, I just want to see my fam build up. You know what I'm saying? For real. Because you sing me the same song views in my face. That's why I'm looking at y'all. Y'all sing me the same fucking song. I know you would. So what I'm saying is, fuck all of y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Take care of y'all. I'm going to take care of mine. But I fuck with all of y'all. And I know y'all understand that. So anyway.
How do you balance? Listen, how do you balance staying true to your artistic integrity while adapting to changing music?
My mother always said to me growing up, "To thine own self be true." I live by it. It's scripture. I live by it. There's no deviating from that. Period.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone starting out? Like what advice you give to your nephew? He's starting out and he's got a lot of stuff going on, but I hear you talking to him, telling him, giving him advice, and he just smiles.
Yeah. You got to plant the seed, but you also got to water it too. God gives the increase. So you can't just plant the motherfucker and walk away. You know what I'm saying? You got to put some water in it from time to time, depending on what kind of seed it is. You know what I'm saying? Some are more resilient to sunlight. Some are less resilient to water. You got to determine what to feed the plant. You know what I'm saying? Or the seed rather. And once you've done that and it starts to grow, you know what you need to do next because you've already been there.
I think you've told the people, myself, Mr. T.
Y'all like that?
Everything. What else do you want to share with us?
Yo, keep the Most High first, y'all, because it's prophecy. The things that are coming to pass out here. I mean, they say Trump is over there helping these niggas build the motherfucking temples back up. You know what I'm saying? That's all prophecy. Y'all really need to pay attention to the writings on the walls and not just the bullshit that's going on in this music. Because I promise you, ain't none of them niggas living the life they saying they living the way they living it. So to mimic them or to try to be like them, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Find you a motherfucking star and attach yourself to it and go, you bitches. That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to be inspired by the future instead of disgusted by it.
Well, what's next for the show?
Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Yo, we got some dope ass interviews on the way. I got the, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of people coming on the show that, are fucking with us. We got a lot of calls coming in. You know what I'm saying? We done worked on a lot of ways to communicate with y'all. Y'all can call us, y'all can text us, y'all can email us, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can go ahead and DM us, y'all can do all of that. Y'all can go on and chime in while we on this motherfucking podcast right now. I want to hear from y'all when I hear from y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to let y'all know, it has been a pleasure let me tell y'all this. I'm going to say it like I used to say it. It's a pleasure for me to let y'all meet me. Y'all holler at us next weekend.
Will the brothers be there?
Salute.
Good night.
Yeah, the brothers will be there. We'll see them. J Boogie and V, we'll see you next week, baby. Y'all be easy. Yeah. My song. Yeah. Shit, nigga, that nigga.